My name is Noah Richard, and I went to high school at Mascoma Valley Regional High School, the home of the Rowdy Royals. It is one of many small backwood high schools in the state of New Hampshire. We are known for being one of the rowdiest schools in the state when it comes to our sports, especially basketball and football. Mascoma to me is home. I come from a family of four. It is my dad, Joe, my mom, Shelly, and my sister, Alexis. When people first look at Mascoma, all they see is what is an old school that is in need of some bad repairs. But to people who went there like me, all we see is home. Everything about it felt like home, from the kids to the teachers. We all get along and everyone looked out for one another. It was a place where I felt safe, and it was a place that I look forward to going every day. The staff at Mascoma is a truly tremendous one. All of them, from the custodians to the head principal, look out for the students and have their best interests at heart. They provide us all with an education that will allow us to do what we want in life. They wish the best for everyone. It is a place that I still consider to be my home, and it's the place where some of my best memories have taken place. There are two people at my high school in particular who really made me want to be a teacher. Both of these ladies also taught in the teaching philosophy that I most believe in, progressivism. The first, Miss Ladd, was my high school vice principal. Miss Ladd was the VP that you saw in all the cheesy high school movies, hanging out with her students, just having a good time. Often my friends and me would just end up in her office at some point throughout the day, just visiting her. It didn't matter whether or not you were in trouble or getting commended on something. The first thing Miss Ladd always said was, "Honey, would you like some chocolate?" She figured that either way the chocolate would help with the situation. She demonstrated progressivism by how she let the students in advanced classes plan trips that would fit what they were learning. Like my French 3 class junior year, she let us, along with our teacher, plan a trip to France. She let us pick out the places we wanted to go in the city to match up with what we had been learning. She is one of the people who made Mascoma such a great school. The second was the most influential person to me during my high school experience, Madame Beaufy, or more simply put, Mom. From my first day of high school to my last one, Madame was always there for me. She always had the biggest smile on her face, which always made us feel happy. I had Madame for all 4 years in high school. My friends and I took it all 4 years because we didn't love French, but we loved Madame. We took it all 4 years because we couldn't imagine what school would be like without her in it. My favorite thing about her is she's sort of a goofy person. She's like that one weird aunt everyone has in their family that you love to death. Her classroom was set up the same way every year in 3 long rows of 10 desks. She didn't need all that space though, because there's only 10 of us in the class. Each year we sat in the same seats, so on the first day of school we would always come back to chocolates on her desk and a big hug and smile from her telling us how much she missed us. Madame is really the prime example of what progressivism is. The 10 best days of my life were the 10 days that we went to France with Madame. She knew particularly everything about the place, especially Paris. Madame made this trip great because she really talked with us like we were friends as opposed to her students. She showed us a whole new side to her, and it was a side that we all grew to love. The thing that really comes into my mind when dealing with her and progressivism is my freshman year when she allowed us to make little films of ourselves using the vocabulary that we learned in the week prior. She let us come up with this idea and use it because she knew it would be the best way for us to learn and retain the information. Madame, or Mom as I always call her, is my favorite person at Mascoma, and I hope she has a long career ahead of her. The teaching philosophy that I most believe in is progressivism. Progressivism is one of the 5 main teaching philosophies. Progressivism is a flexible, integrated study based around the needs and experiences of the students at hand. The main role of the teacher in this philosophy is to guide the students through learning activities so that they can find meaning in the lessons they're learning. The 2 big educational leaders in the field were John Dewey and Nell Noddings. John Dewey was a principal figure in progressivism movement from the 1880s to 1904. He was instrumental in setting the tone for educational reforms in philosophy. He was influenced by Friedrich Froebel and Johann Friedrich Herbert. Dewey wanted education to take into account that the students are social beings, and education begins from birth, where we all unconsciously take in knowledge to try and partake in society. Dewey thought that the curriculum a school uses should be based on the societies they're based in and should meet the needs of the students at hand. Nell Noddings, though not as instrumental in the field as Dewey, played a very important part in the founding of progressivism. Noddings believed that schooling should be based around the needs of the students so that everyone had fair schoolings. Noddings didn't like the fact that every student was forced into academic courses, and they all had to fight uphill battles which they did not want to do. She felt that schooling should be based around their particular needs. I wish to use progressivism in my classroom because in my mind, it's the best educational philosophy to use in our society today. In today's world, students are coming to our schools with various issues and problems that we have not yet seen. So, it is important to base the curriculum on what the students have experienced so they can properly learn what they're teaching them. I also think progressivism is the proper philosophy because the students learn by doing things on their own so they can retain the information. In today's world, students need to be learned to be more independent. When everything is all said and done, I would like to end up back in Mascoma teaching either American history or ancient world history and coaching my old high school football team. I want to end up back in Mascoma because I feel that I owe it something. It was a place that provided so much for me that I want to be able to give the same things back to my future students. Overall, I wish to be a teacher because I love helping kids understand things they didn't before. When I used to tutor American history in 8th grade, my favorite thing about the job was looking at someone's face and seeing the sense of accomplishment that they had when they came to understand something they didn't before. It was truly rewarding.